Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Another day of gravitational report. What is it going on, right? I want to say thank you guys for the click, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Welcome to the new subscribers. And where are we to begin? Lots of astrologers even talk about it. We seen it things. I also talked to colleagues of mine, looking at their reports. We communicate with some. What I mean about identity crisis, okay? You need to understand that identity begins where at areas you identified yourself as who you are. This is how you were born in there. So your identity through astrology is the zodiac sign where you were born, where the sun is, because the sun represents the will. So here how the people identify themselves with the different zodiac signs. We're gonna find out that today, particularly at 7 o'clock in the morning, we're gonna have the moon. It's gonna be at the last degree of Pisces. Okay, this is the dissolution stage. This is the stage where things are dissolving, die. This is where the mud settles down in the bottom. Okay, so picture it your cup. It's full with everything in life, right? With the good, the bad, the ugly, and the garbage. And now it just settles down. It creates sediment. That sediment is the beginning of new life, right? And this is kind of like the rebirth phase. But as is the moon, it's going to be going into Pisces. She's going to be what? She's going to be square as Mercury, Venus, Sun, and Mars. Here is like we've seen it that all these personal planets, because this is going to be a first quarter moon, right? That is a square between Aries and Capricorn. That is what I've been doing it of what I am, because the moon at Aries is identified your emotions, your intuitions, where you need to go, where you need to do. So now as we see it that today that the moon is going to be creating all this, we are going to be finding ourselves this kind of like an identity crisis. And that identity crisis that is going to be coming in towards us is going to be like, what I've been done is that I am enjoying. That I'm enjoying my job, that I'm enjoying the service that I do, that I'm enjoying life, right? Because this is a Capricorn, right? This is what you do in life, the professions. You're going to be asking yourself lots of questions within this. And as that energy is at 7 o'clock in the morning is going to be coming in, well, we're going to be see some challenges in the front. But the challenges that are going to be in the form of what? Transformations. One of the biggest transformations is when you let everything that you were taught you should be, but doesn't resonate with you, is to let it go, let it settle down, and let it dissolve. And then you're going to build a new identity. Your identity, not what culture, religions, parents, however, told you should be. Now it's you. You see, you're going to get some chances to build these things in there. And we're going to see some of these energies because the moon is going to be joining what? Neptune. Depth. Going down to the deep. Imagine you going down to the beginning of life within the depth, within the marina, go down, right? And now from that going down, all of a sudden you find out what? The new rebirth, the new life you want. Now you're going to be part of this recreations, but you're going to feel this crisis of what you were taught to be. So this energy is going to be coming at 7 o'clock. Is going to be some intensified with Mercury particularly, because the moon and Neptune, they are going to be squaring Mercury first. In the beginning, we're going to start also seeing that ascendant is going to be there. So we're going to have some ascendant, true Lilith, Venus, Sun, Mars, all squaring all that. So at 8 o'clock in the morning, you may gonna find yourself in really kind of like a tough positions. It's like I don't see my old self. I don't see the whatever I was doing is working. I don't see these things that I've been. I mean, I maybe study for this, and then I'm not making it, and so on and so on. And the moon is like, you need to let it go of the old stuff, what you must, what he has, what's supposed to, and so on and so on, because there is something else it's coming towards you, something new is coming in towards you. Okay, so with this energies, we're going to be seeing some challenges, of course. Those challenges, we talked about it, that it's coming from Jupiter has been retrograde in there at Cancer, that it's mean we need to be rethinking how do we doing it here on Earth generally, because here on Earth we are also one family. Okay, you might not realize that we are not just a family, an immediate family, and so on. We're one giant family that lives in this rock that spins around a sun. Okay, that's take your time to realize this. And now this needs is going to be coming because it's require what? Transformations. Because when we start looking at and appreciate everybody from soul level, we're going to be allowing ourselves to look as a soul level to ourselves, right? So with that energy that is going to be coming in later on at 10 o'clock, we're going to see some Pluto coming in, the depth of transformations. Very, very powerful, because this is going to be putting the energy of the moon. The moon, they just walked into areas. You're reborn. But what is it reborning within you? Okay? So thinking about it, your intuition, your past, because the moon, it's tied up to the south and the north node, it is at the end that goes on. So now the power went out, guys. So I'm not going to have a little bit the things, but I have to pull the chart right in here. So something happened with the power in there. And English, hi, thank you for coming in. So as we are going with this, we're going to see some things that comes in towards us. There you go, the power is back up in there. And we are going to be look a lot of the situations that is going to be coming towards us, but situations in a new ways. Okay, so now where I was 11 o'clock, though here is that at 11 o'clock we are going to see that the ascendant is going to be tied up with the north node. A lot of the new things that comes in is actually to revise what do we have in a soul and a spirit? What are we gaining at the end? Realizing that we are doing something, and the end, what is going to be happen? Here, how our consciousness is going to beginning to change, and from these changes in there, okay, is going to be coming the consciousness that tell us the consequences of our actions, where they're going to leading into. Okay, very, very beautiful. It's time to realizing things that are coming towards us. 12 o'clock, this is going to be the hour of the authority. This is going to be some very intense energies in there, either though that right now you as a will, as authority, as actions, beginning to understand, I gotta have a new destiny. I gotta have a new life. These old things, they are dissolving. They are. Hi, Angie. In that energy that is going to be putting us towards us in there, right now, we are going to be seeing how the will, it stopped fighting. The will accepted. And this is where the things is going to begin. But the will is going to be facing what? The challenges. And those challenges, they're going to be coming in a week where the moon is going to be at Cancer. It's going to be joining Jupiter, and that is also going to be what? Opposing the authority, the will. You're going to see this conflict of the old will facing the new one. Okay? But for right now, we are seeing it only the beginning of the issue. Okay? All right, 1 o'clock, the ascendant that is going to be at Taurus, that is going to be more focused within the material things that we need to do. We're going to see some this beautiful energy that is going to come. So if you have anything in Taurus right now, things is going to be start moving in your way, as long as you did the work. So if you're a Taurus right now or a Virgo, you are getting a very beautiful energies coming towards you, right? But if you are Aries, if you're Cancer or a Libra, you're gonna have some challenges in there, right? But if you are, let's say, a Gemini, if you're a Leo, if you're a Scorpio, right? Pisces, you're working with something else. You're working within the divine energies that comes in and they're just getting you in that positions. So we all have anything or something into this signs. Even if you don't have a planet, you have a house. All right, 2 o'clock, the inner work is going to be really focused within Pluto. Deep transformations that's needed. Realizing the depth of the transformations, it's going to beginning from what? Realizing there is no good and there is no bad, but they have to coexist for evolution purposes. From there, you're going to understand yourself. And this is how you're going to make the balance. A balance required for the internal peace of the soul. And that's what we are all trying to achieve here on the earth. Okay? So now this challenges is going to be coming in because we have to facing the future, we have to facing the past. Okay? And as that ascendant is going to be a squaring right now the knots, we are going to be see some of the challenges. Where are we going to go into the future? The future is going to be asking totally different things. First of all, you've got to change your identity. You have to change the things for the material world. You have to change the things you are communicating, how you socialize, and then you have to change the way you view a family so you can beginning to create your personality. Okay? So we are talking about it in the next few months. We are going to be going to a lot of depth of transitions, personality transitions. And those personality transitions, for a lot of the people, they may not going to happen. Okay? But for the people who are awakened, for the people who work with the energies, who understand vibrations, frequencies, they are working within the spirituality. Those are the people that are going to be doing something very important. They're going to become the guides for the Age of Aquarius. All right, 5 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be with Jupiter, and that energy is going to be with Mercury. Growth in the family. Did you grow? Did you make things that needs to be making it in there? Or you not learned certain things in your family? What it was, what it's going to be. So at 10 o'clock, we are going to see later on this energy at night. But right now, this energy at 6 o'clock that's going to be coming in is going to be asking us about this particular energy of creating. What are you creating yourself? You see, your will creates you. You're willing certain things. But they're wrong, they're right, they're good, they cooperate with others. Are they developed by the family parents, by communications, by what you are dealing with in the material world? But that leads to what? To the identity. And that identity, as the identity crisis is going to be rising up right now, you're going to be facing off. And you're going to say into you, I realize that this old identity is not me, because I never had my identity. And then you're beginning to understand the new identity that is coming towards you. That identity is going to be coming up as a visions to at 7 o'clock. In there, that is going to be the North Node and Mars and the Sun. Right now, we're seeing some a lot of energies that is going to be coming in towards this energy, this positivities that is going to coming up. And later on at 8 o'clock, we are going to be seeing this energy of Saturn that is going to come in. If I have to talk about Saturn, Saturn represents the support, the bone system. Okay, that is where you producing what? The blood cells. And people who have that Saturn in there, they may be feeling lack of support. Or if your chart, Saturn is retrograde, you feel like I have to go back to a certain places to get a certain support. I have to get, but the support is you. Because when there is no support, support is you. And this is going to be create some challenges in there. Maybe some of the people right now, they have a lot of problems with the bones, feel tiredness, exhausted, and so on. Well, that's where it comes from, okay? All right, keeping it going. 9 o'clock. We're gonna have this Virgo's energy that is gonna come into us. We talk about these divine energies right now. Neptune and Pluto and the Vertex are focused within that. That is it when you realize, okay, I'm ready for this change. I'm making those changes. I'm gonna do these changes, and I'm gonna be able to fix the things that I needed to fix within me. Personal healing. That's what a Virgo is. Okay? So later on, we're going to see it, as I said, at 10 o'clock. That past is going to come back because the ascendant is going to be with the South Node in Virgo, but we are going to be seeing where the sixth house is going to be the North Node. It's the healing, but the inner work, it is about how we communicate towards each other. How we treating each other. How do we feel about each other? Where do you learn that? In Gemini. The way you see somebody else with you. How you doing with other people like you. When you twinning the other people. Copy and paste. That's how you learn. Right? And as we're going to go at 11 o'clock, this is going to be some of the challenges that's going to come with Saturn. Saturn is going to be like, you cannot go anymore like this. You should not pass. You need to go and see and merge with this. So we're going to have some of these great energies that's going to be coming in. First of all, right now we are going to have this union of Mars, the Sun, and Venus at Capricorn. But then we're going to kind of have all these planets, these personal planets, they're going to be moving and uniting with Pluto. And we're going to have some great Aquarius season, okay? But for right now, take a look at your identity. How do you identify yourself? What is that new identity wants? And how that new identity resonates with the old will. And that is going to help you to find great answers about your own self. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to be giving you for 28 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, how we are going to be waking up. Well, we're going to have some Mercury is going to be taking lots of energies in there. This is going to be some energies with Jupiter, lots of revising of family patterns. As the moon is going to be passing through overnight and revising the past. But the moon is going to be coming in and it's going to be joining what? Chiron. Healing the wounded child. Can you really reborn your new inner child within? Possibly yes. Okay? But it's all about you have to let it go of the old. Much love to you guys. And come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report.